So I don't know if this is gonna be like confusing or not, but I did just realize that the video I made before doing my take 2 is actually now in my gallery. It literally popped up. So I'm gonna have those 2 takes, and then I'm gonna have this final segment of the spiritual state of being just as one, because I pretty much went in on everything else that I wanted to explain. So I'll post both takes, and what I'll also do is create this final segment for the spiritual state of being. And for me, in my path, I can tell you that when I stopped using nicotine 400 plus days ago, I was always felt connected to my spiritual essence or my spiritual energy or my just spiritual system or spiritual state of being. And that's kind of what led me onto my intuition telling me really like to change and to do something, and this will lead you to having a spiritual awakening. So my spirit all along was telling me through intuition, through signs, through images, through really light and consciousness in the world. And I was, listening to that intuition. And if I had not listened to that and listened to what my spiritual senses were telling me, then I would not be in the position that I am today, teaching you guys, talking about my experiences, and we're gaining wisdom and knowledge throughout the experiences. And that's something that has become a big part of my spiritual path, and something that I see as my reason, and not only my reason, but my spiritual purpose, my way that I can contribute to this world that's beyond physical, that's beyond mental. Of course, I love to express my thoughts and stuff like that, and I love to be in a place where I'm doing good and I'm doing the right things. But not only that, but what can I contribute to the world when it comes to spiritually? And through going without this substance, going without always feeling physically in the right space, going without always mentally feeling less stressed or feeling mentally stress-free, throughout all that, I realized that it was more the right thing to do was to listen to my intuition. And even in times where necessarily it wasn't certain that I was gonna feel great, or I was gonna be in the right state, or always be mentally stable or whatnot, I went through those challenging parts, and what I got out of it was a spiritual system, a spiritual perspective that I can now look at the world in a much greater, much more expanded way. And I recommend that we all do this, because we all want to build and create the world and what we want it to be. And in order to do so, we need to find our reasons, our connections when it comes to spiritually and whatnot. But yes, I think that regardless of, I'm not tying into desires and stuff like that and validating them and being not, let's say, okay to do from time to time. I mean, like, let's have the spiritual system where we are aware of that and we can do whatever it is that we need to do, and we'll maintain being spiritually protected, physically, mentally protected, and therefore we'll start to create that reality that we all want to create and that we all want to live in, far beyond the physical, far beyond the mental and emotional states of being. So that's it for this video. And that was 400 days without nicotine.